YouTube? So, got one more CLYW review to do here. Well, for now. There's still more to do, but this is what I got here right now. So, this is the CLYW Dune. This is Anthony Rojas' signature return top. That's right, because they're Canadian. It's a return top with CLYW. And it's pretty cool. So, let's get right into the specs. Diameter of this yo-yo is 55.89 millimeters. The width is 42.34 millimeters. The gap width is 4.5 millimeters. The weight is a relatively hefty 67.8 grams. It says this. See, I think I just pull these usually from Yoyo Expert. I think Yoyo Expert puts pixel bearing in everything. This one definitely has a center track. So I believe Anthony Rojas prefers the center track. I also prefer a center track. This has a center track bearing in it. Just does. I opened it brand new from SW Randall. Center track bearing. Comes with the CLYW snow tires and designed in Canada, machined in China. So this is the signature return top of Anthony Rojas, who is a crazy monster of a yo-yo player. I guess he worked very closely with Chris from CLYW to kind of incorporate some of his previous signatures and tweak it a little bit, and the Dune is what they came up with. And basically what this is a really powerful, really stable monometal yo-yo. Comes in a lot of cool colors. This is what, summer fade or something. Comes in like that sand color, a couple of other solids and fades and what have you. Standard current, CLYW stuff for what's current at the moment. At least in their line of colors. As you can see, it's kind of a V shape, but it's got this like nice rounded, like inner cup thing here, and it has the little cuts there to keep the when you're doing finger grinds, keep the yo-yo to skin ratio at a relative minimum. But this thing is super stable. Because it's a little heavy, it's not the fastest playing yo-yo. That's not to say that you can't push it a little faster, but it's a touch towards the heavy side. It's really meant to be sort of a powerful, stable, techy kind of yo-yo. Not so much, really no thumb grind lip or finger spin hub to speak of. You can get finger spins in there if you just want to get it around the little nipple thing there, but it's not gonna be like that's not what this is designed for. There's laser engraving over here. It doesn't feel like it would interfere, but it's there. It's laser engraving over here. Relatively subtle engraving, but that's kind of a intricate little design on the one side. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm kind of hoping that I can pick up a fool's gold version of this, that it would just have no engraving and just have the little fool's gold things like this. So, at some point, we'll see. It will be added. This is on loan to me thanks to my very good friends at SW Randall. Make sure you go check them out. They've got all kinds of yo-yos in the case for you to try. You can actually try yo-yos before you buy them. I know that's like a kind of a foreign concept nowadays, but you totally can. And their staff is great. And that's where we have Yo-Yo Club on Saturdays. So, check it out. Maybe come to Yo-Yo Club. Maybe buy a yo-yo. It'd be great. Go to SW Randall. Anyway. Let's compare this kind of to some other stuff. So I've done some couple other CLYW reviews. Here it is next to the kayak that I did. They came out the other day, and as you can see, relatively similar, but the cuts on the this is more rounded, and the inner cut is a little more extreme on the Dune. The inner cup is also way different. I don't know if I could, I would say, as far as, the sort of standard CLYW make a cut in the center and, the standard CLYW shape, these couldn't really be more different playing, if that makes sense. So if you have a kayak and you're like, well, this is sort of the same, these couldn't play more different. I know a lot of the CLYW shapes sort of aren't that different from each other, but, again, here it is next to the compass. pretty different from the Compass. Compass is wider. This is kind of a smaller, heftier, kind of stable, but still like small enough that you can do like really intricate like techie stuff. Not that I do intricate techie stuff. I don't, but I've watched Anthony Rojas do intricate technical stuff, so that I know you can do it. Here it is next to a shutter. I would say probably pretty comparable as far as that's concerned to the shutter. Similar with the cut's kind of the same. The shutter's a little bit more of a robotic type of. It's got a little bit more robotic angles on it than the Dune. The Dune is a little just bit more rounded. And clearly nothing like just to show you, the Manatee is much bigger than the Dune, like tons wider, and about the same diameter. So these two are probably the most extremely different Yoyos in the current CLYW lineup. But the Dune's pretty cool. It's comfortable to hold. It's full size, but it's not like big. So it's kind of on the smaller end of full size, which kind of makes it good for just kind of throwing around and getting into little intricate things. I'm not having a lot of trouble bouncing it off my hand. I'm not that intricate of a techie of a player, but it doesn't like hit too many strings. It doesn't like hit my hand, but it doesn't feel undersized. So I think that's really it's kind of got a good balance as far as that's concerned. It's not too big, but it's not at the same time it's not too small. It kind of fits right into that category of like, well, if I want to work on something intricate, I want something like this. Anyway, let's go throw it around, and I'll show you what I mean. And we're back. Okay, so basically, this thing, when you throw it, the two best words to describe it are stable and powerful. I mean, this thing just like, when you throw it, it hits the end of the string. It doesn't feel like a rock, but super like stable, powerful. It's got a very like, I hate to keep using the word powerful, but it's a very like powerful feel. Like when it hits the string, it's like it hits it with a lot of force. It it's not very light on the string, but it's not like too heavy either. It's just like strong. Feels like you're in very much control, which is good. Grind finish, like on all CLYWs, is great. Whatever coating or whatever they use for these grind finishes, just phenomenal. It grinds for days. One of the best grind finishes, coatings, whatever, that I've ever touched. Same as my kayak and everything else. So as far as smoothness is concerned, like all CLYWs, pretty much dead smooth. I would say this one's maybe 9.8 out of 10, only because my other ones are so smooth. But this one's still like, I mean, you could probably still call it 10 out of 10. It is super duper smooth. Great for just about everything. As far as like straight up just tricks are concerned. Not too many like frill type things, like no thumb grind lip really to speak of whatsoever. No. And like I said, you could probably finger spin on it a little bit. Let's see if I can get one. Nah. I don't have any fingernails. You'd have to have some fingernails and catch it right on the rim there. But if you're really good at doing that, you could probably do it, but it's certainly not meant for that or designed for that. But anyway, let's stick it back on the desk. We'll pro and con it, and I'll try to show you the inside. I don't want to take it apart because it's not. I gotta bring it back. I know people don't like that, so put it back on the desk, and I'll give you the pros and cons. Hey, we're back. All right, guys. Just to kind of show you, this one does have a center track in it. Let me see if you can see. Yeah, like this one does have a center track. It's not a pixel. this has a pixel, and this has a pixel. This is not a pixel. This is a center track bearing. So, I like the center track bearing. I think it's great. I think it's just as good as, if not a little bit better than the pixel. So, no qualms there. I like how they've been doing the, they match the snow tires to whatever the fade is. Most of the time you just get the orange ones and a lot of the standard ones, but if you get a cool fade, they match the snow tires. Like these ones are pink. These ones are kind of like an off pink, I guess. They're like a lighter pink. Like these are a dark pink, and these are like a lighter pink. So I like how they do that. They match the snow tires to the fade. So that's pretty cool. As far as pros are concerned, like I said, stable, powerful, spins a long time, great grind finish, just like all the CLYW stuff. Just a very straightforward, well-designed, good yo-yo for just about everything. I mean, it's not too big that it's going to get in your way of learning tricks. It's not too small that you're going to feel like you're playing an undersized yo-yo. It's just, in that category of the right size. As far as cons are concerned, no really, frill stuff to speak of. Finger spins are tough. Thumb grinds you're not really going to be able to do them at all. It is like I said, it's in a good size wise, but as far as like tricks that you need, that are tougher to land, it's not going to help you do that because it's not that big. But it is this kind of V shape a little bit, like this VH shape. So you do get a lot of catch zone. Gap's a little smaller than some of the other CLYW stuff. So as far as extra string wraps and stuff, I didn't have much problems with it. But depending on what you're doing, it's possible that it could get caught up in there a little bit, especially because snow tires are a little snaggy. So a little bit of snaggy, not snaggy, but like they're pretty grippy. So pretty grippy pads with kind of a smallish gap comparatively is it might snag on you a little bit, but I haven't had any trouble with it. Now, price, this falls right in line with the same price points as all the other CLYW stuff. The $90 for the fades, the splashes I think are $95, and the solid colors I think are $85. So, right in there with the same price as the compass and the kayak and the manatee and all that stuff. So, right where you could expect it to be priced. Do I like this as much as I like the kayak? No. I'm not, I'm not necessarily in love with the, $80, $90, $85, $90, $95 price tag for made in China monometals. I feel like a lot of the CLYW stuff is sort of, in the same realm as some of the recessed stuff, at least the Komodo, and those come in at about 70. And I realize there's, Canadians involved and all that other stuff, so maybe there's something there. And they do give you a sticker and all that other stuff, and they do sponsor an awesome team. As far as shelling out the $90 for it new, if you really like it, you really like Anthony Rojas, I don't think that's a terrible price. It's certainly not like a bargain or a budget price though. So that's, if we're talking about cons, I got to be honest about all that stuff. I think it certainly performs up there with the yo-yos within its price range, but this is you're paying a premium for the CLYW name because they sponsor such a big team and such a good team. I guess though, that's probably what you help pay for. So I don't know if you can complain with that. Their team's pretty awesome, but yeah. So anyway, guys, that's the CLYW Dune. I definitely dig it. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool yo-yo, cool release from CLYW. I like that Anthony Rojas had a lot of input on this one. At least that's what it says online. So that's how they're marketing it. I like that he had a lot of input on this. So yeah, definitely a cool yo-yo worth checking out. You can check it out if you go down to SW Random. You can probably check this one out. I'll bring it back to him. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you, and I will see you next time.